Welcome to lesson number 2. I'm going to teach you how to sort your data, and I'm also going to teach you how to create a chart or a graph, and we're going to continue learning some basic formulas, and in this case we're going to learn some totals. So to start with, select this cell here, which we created previously and we left a question mark in, and I want you to write equals because that's how you start a formula. We learned that last time. And now we write sum, S-U-M, and then open a bracket. Okay, we open a bracket because we're about to enter a range, and a range is a selection of more than one cell. So if I want to choose, C3 down to C6, I could type that in manually on my keyboard. I could write C3 full colon C6. Okay, and you'll notice Excel has drawn a blue square around the range that I've chosen. So it's C3 down to C6. And I can close the bracket and press enter, and it has added those things up for me. And you can see up here in the formula bar that there's my formula. Okay, alternatively, if you don't want to type, okay, you can, well, you'd have to type a little bit, equals sum open bracket. Now if you click and drag with your mouse, you can choose the area that you want with your mouse. Okay, and close your bracket, press enter, and that's a basic total sum there. You can either select it with your mouse or you can type it in manually. We're going to do the same here with the totals for our wish list. So if I go equals sum open bracket, and just in case I decide later on to add more to my wish list, I'm actually going to choose all the way down to here as well. So at the moment, if I close my bracket, it's only adding up those two. But just say I decide later on, oh, I actually want a new pen, and that's going to cost $5. You notice the formula adds it up for you automatically because it's been included, the range has included the cell that we just typed in there. Okay, so that's why it's a good idea when creating ranges to include areas that will also have formulas in them later on. I'm just going to highlight that and add it to our previous table by drawing a border around it there. Now I'm going to teach you how to sort this data. So you can sort it based on any predetermined setting. So just say you highlight this area here. I go data, sort, and if I choose sort by my Superboss budget, okay, that's going to sort by column B because that's the title on column B, on B2 here. Or I can sort it by column C, which would be the money from least to most, or most to least, depending on how you change the values here on the right. So I'm just going to sort it alphabetically to start with, my Superboss budget. And you'll notice it's sorted, obviously birthday starts with a B, C, M, P, so it's alphabetically sorted. Alternatively, if we highlight that again, I could sort, and I could sort it based on column C, which is this one here, which is how much cost we have. I'm going to say okay, and we've got smallest to largest. I could change that to largest to smallest just to show you that it's possible. Press OK, and you'll see the highest is at the top and the lowest is at the bottom. Next up, I'm going to show you how to create charts and graphs. So firstly, we need to highlight the data we want. So I just want this data here, not the title, and definitely not any empty cells below. Then I go to Insert, and then I can choose one of these charts here. I think a pie chart will look best because we only have about 4 sets of data, like four items to be displayed. If we had more, then we'd probably use one of these bar graphs. Okay, but I think the pie chart's going to look best for this one. So we're going to choose this one here. Generally speaking, it can interpret the data that you need. So it's shown here exactly what we want. It's given us some headings, but it has missed a couple of things, i.e. a title. So if I double click on that, I can give this a title, and I'm going to call it income, because this is how we get our money. Again, there's a few other things we can do. Under this plus option, I can add some labels, so we can see the actual values here, not just the graphical representation. Again, obviously the legend has already been ticked for us. We can change a few things in here with the color settings. Maybe we don't like the way it looks, so we can choose a few of these different ones. Maybe we'll go with this one or that one. Okay, there's lots of different ones you can choose from. Okay, so you can have a play with that, or if you go up here to Format and Design, there's a lot more different settings you can choose from here. You can change the colors, you can change all these other settings here as well, and that will just change the look of your chart. Okay, so that's how you create a chart. Once you've made it, we're going to drag it lower. I'm going to put it down here, and can't really see it too well, so we're just going to zoom out slightly. Once you're done, save your work as lesson number 2, and you complete it.